Namaste and welcome to this Hatha yoga flow, rise and shine. So I invite you to come down to the ground. We won't be here long. Find your comfortable seat. Roll your shoulders down and away from your ears. And when you're ready, inviting you to go ahead and close your eyes. And just draw your awareness to your breath. You're not needing to change anything here. We're just simply noticing the breath. Perhaps noticing how the body makes space for your breath. Perhaps noticing how the breath and body feel for you today. You are welcome exactly as you are. Let's go ahead and take a round of breath together. Inhaling through your nose and exhaling out of your mouth. I invite you now to blink open your eyes. We're going to begin standing at the top of our mat. Coming into fine Tadasana, mountain pose. So feet might be together or hips distance apart. Having a soft bend in the knees, the palms are facing forward. As we inhale, we'll circle, sweep the arms out and up. And as we exhale, hinging forward from the hips, allowing the head and neck to relax as we find our forward fold. On your next inhale, we bring the hands to the shins or the thighs as we lift halfway. And exhale to bring your hands to the mat, stepping the feet all the way back, lowering the knees, lowering the belly, lifting the gaze. And then as you exhale, we'll untuck the toes, send the hips back, coming into a child's pose. We'll be here for 3 rounds of breath. The end of your next breath, we'll lift the body, tuck the toes, lift the knees so we can step forward, coming back into our forward fold. Inhale the hands to the shins or to the thighs as we find length in the spine for a halfway lift. Exhale, belly coming towards the thighs. Inhale, we root the feet down, we rise all the way to stand. And exhale, lowering the arms down. Again, inhale, sweeping the arms out to the sides and up. Exhale, folding forward, fingertips or hands down to the mat. Inhale to lift halfway, finding length in the back of the neck. Exhale, hands to the mat, stepping the feet back, lowering the knees, the belly, lifting the gaze. Exhale, coming back into a child's pose. Again, taking 3 rounds of breath here. The end of your next exhale, come into all fours, tucking the toes, lifting the knees, stepping the feet forward into your fold. Inhale to lift you halfway. Exhale to soften and release belly to thighs. Inhale, we stand, circle sweeping the arms overhead. Exhale, lowering the arms all the way down. Inhale to sweep the arms up. Exhale, hinging forward, bending the knees as much as you need to, forward fold. Inhale lifts you halfway, length from the tailbone to the crown of the head. Exhale, hands to the mat, stepping the feet back, And this time lowering all the way onto your belly. The hands are beneath the shoulders, elbows bent and tucking into the sides of the ribs. And as you inhale, we'll lift the head, lift the chest, Bhujangasana Cobra. And exhale into downward facing dog for 3 breaths or child's pose for 3 breaths. If you're in downward facing dog, the heels feel heavy, grounding towards the mat. They might touch, they might not. Hips are lifting high. Head and neck are relaxing between the upper arms. And then at the end of your next exhale, making your way to the top of your mat, forward fold. And then your next inhale lifts you halfway. Exhale to soften and fold. Inhale, we lift to stand. Exhale, lowering the arms down. One last time. Inhale to circle, sweep the arms. Exhale, bending the knees as much as you need to, forward fold. Inhale to lift halfway. Exhale, hands to the mat, stepping the feet back, coming into the cat and cow, or lowering all the way down. Inhaling, lifting head and chest off of the mat. Exhale, coming into child's pose for 3 breaths, or tucking the toes and lifting the hips for downward facing dog. Whatever position you've chosen, really land in that shape. Connect back in with your breath. And then at the end of your next exhale, making your way towards the top of your mat. Inhale to lift halfway. Exhale to soften and fold. Root to rise. Inhale, we lift to stand. And exhale, lowering the arms down, palms facing forward, closing the eyes and taking a few rounds of breath here. Perhaps noticing the breath. Maybe your heart's beating a little faster. Maybe the sun salutations built some heat. When you're ready, we'll blink open the eyes. We're going to step our right foot behind you and turn the body, left toes in, right toes out. We're going to square the hips towards the front of the mat so that left foot might step in, the feet out at a bit of an angle. Bending into your right knee, we're going to set up for warrior 1 now. So we'll inhale to lift the arms, fingertips towards the sky. We're going to keep the front knee bent, that right knee, and as we exhale, we're going to hinge forward from the hips. We're going to bring our arms down alongside us so they're either side of the hips. Fingertips pointing as they're reaching back behind you. Inhale to sweep the arms forward and up. And exhale, coming back into that forward fold in warrior 1. This time as we lift the arms, we're going to hold here. And the hands might be separated as they're holding a giant beach ball overhead. Another option is to bring the hands together. And you might lift your gaze towards your thumbs. Beautiful, let's take one more breath in here. And then as we exhale, warrior 2, we're going to send our right hand forward, our left hand back. And as we send our left hand back, we're going to turn the hips to face the long edge of the mat. You might give yourself some space between the feet. And still the right knee is remaining bent. As you inhale, we'll straighten the right leg. You're going to bring the hands together overhead as you turn your gaze. And then exhale, sinking the hips as you bend your front knee, looking beyond your right fingertips. Once more. Inhale, straightening the right leg, turning the gaze, arms together overhead. And exhale, sinking back into your warrior 2. And holding here for a few rounds of breath. And your next inhale, I'm going to straighten the right leg, bring the hands to your hips, and turn your right toes in. Feet are parallel to one another. You might send the heels out a little bit. We'll take a breath in here. And then as you exhale, bending your knees as much as you need to, folding forward and bringing your hands to the mat. Stay here for a few rounds of breath. You might keep the hands beneath the shoulders. You might walk your hands so they're more level with the arches of your feet. Or you might bring your peace fingers around the big toes. And again, you can bend your knees as much as you need to here. Allow the head and the neck to relax. Take one more round of breath here, inhaling lots of love in and exhaling lots of love out. The end of your exhale, we'll bring the hands to the hips, and as we inhale, we're going to push the ground away with our feet, powering up, lifting all the way up to standing. Keep the right foot where it is. We're going to turn the left toes to face the top of the mat, warrior two. So bringing the arms to shoulder level, let's bend into your left knee. As you inhale, straighten the left leg, bring the prayer hands together overhead. And exhale, sinking the hips down as you bend your left knee. One more time. And then it is on this exhale that we hold our Virabhadrasana 2, warrior 2, for one more round of breath. Coming into warrior one now. The right hand comes down to come up. As it comes down, you'll lift the back heel, step the back foot in a little bit. And you might move your left foot out to the side so you're more on train tracks rather than a tightrope. Bending your left knee, reaching the arms overhead. And as you exhale, folding forward, bring the arms down alongside you and imagine like I'm pulling on your fingertips. Once more, inhale, lift, finding Virabhadrasana 1. Exhale, folding forward. And it is on this inhale that we lift and we hold here. Again, all the same options apply. The hands might be separated, the palms might be together. You might lift your gaze towards the thumbs. If that feels a bit restrictive for your breath, keep your gaze forward. Beautiful. Take one more breath in, finding length, and exhale to lower the arms, and we'll step towards the top of our mat. I'm going to come to the centre so I can see you, or you can see me rather. Vrikshasana tree pose. So we're going to balance on our right leg. We're going to push the ground away so we're not dumping all our weight into our right hip. Pressing the ground away, soft bend in the knee. Left knee comes out to the side and you might use your right leg as a bit of a kickstand, or you might bring the sole of your left foot to the inside of your right leg somewhere. And bring our hands together at our hearts. As you inhale, we're going to separate the palms. We're going to bring the arms overhead. You might even splay your fingers. And then as you exhale, draw all that beautiful, wonderful energy into your heart space. We'll do that once more. Inhale to find length and don't be afraid to take up space here. And exhale, hands to heart. We'll hold here for a couple rounds of breath. So to help you balance, you might gaze upon something still and in front of you. On your next inhale, bring the left knee forward and ground it down onto the mat. Feel free to shake it off if you need to. Maybe make some circles with that right ankle. And we'll do the same on the other side. So body weight into the left leg, pushing the ground away. Right knee drops out to the side so you can feel that external rotation. Toes might come to the ground, or you might lift the foot, hands to heart. Then we flow, inhale, separating the hands, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. We'll do that once more. Beautiful. And hands to heart, holding here. Now you might have noticed that when you're balancing, you have one side that you feel a bit more confident on, and one side that feels a bit more fun, shall we say. The left side's my fun side. Let's bring the right knee forward and step the right foot down. Wonderful. Releasing that, shaking off. I'm going to join you at the top of the mat. We're going to make our way down now. As we inhale, we'll circle, sweep the arms overhead. Exhale, bending the knees, folding forward. Inhale to lift halfway. Exhale, hands to the mat, Kumbhakasana plank. So stepping the feet back, holding here as you inhale. And then exhale, lifting the hips, grounding the heels, downward facing dog. Inhaling, rolling onto your tippy toes, pushing the ground away, sinking the hips down a little as you come back into plank. And exhale, downward facing dog. Last time, inhale onto the tiptoes and then sending the heels back, crown of the head lifting. So you feel one long line from your heels, up the backs of your legs, along the spine, beyond the crown. Take one more breath in here. Wonderful. Exhale, knees to the mat, sending your hips back, child's pose. Beautiful. Let's take a bit of a side stretch in our child's pose. So from here, we'll lift the head. We'll walk the hands over to the right. So you might bring your left hand on top of the right or bring them together. And then bow the head. So you feel a stretch down the left side of the body. And now let's do the same on the other side. So let's walk the hands to the center and then off to the left. Your right hand might stack on top of the left. Taking a few breaths here. Awesome, then come back to center. Balasana, child's pose. From here we'll come into a twist. So lifting the head to hover off of the ground. Let's thread our left arm beneath the right. So we're looking underneath our right armpit. The head still resting on the mat. Awesome. Let's switch sides. So left hand releases from beneath the right, and then the right arm twists and comes underneath the left. So now we're looking under the left armpit. Wonderful. Let's bring the right arm next to the left. And then slowly walking the hands in, lifting the body. Let's come and find a comfortable seat. So we're going to end today with a seated meditation. But if you really fancy Shavasana, this is your practice. You're in your home and you can do what you like. If you want to lay down, you're more than welcome to. But if you're moving along with me, finding your comfortable seat, when you're ready, closing your eyes. And coming back to your breath. Drawing your awareness to your heart space. Noticing your heart lifting with every inhale and sinking with every exhale. Heart space rising and falling with each round of breath. If your mind begins to wander, that's okay. Bring your awareness back to your breath. Let's close the class by taking a round of breath together. Inhaling through your nose and exhaling to release that breath. Bringing your hands together at your heart. Thank you so much for joining me in this practice today. I hope to see you again soon.